Hello, my name is Dorian Price. I'm a Nakamura. I live in Thailand. Um, I've been doing this now for, I don't know, I'm not good at math, since 98. I came over here again in 99. And yeah, I've traveled all, I'm really a martial artist. I'm a Muay Thai fighter is my foundation, but I'm also a martial artist because I studied Dutch kickboxing, MMA, jiu-jitsu, but obviously Muay Thai is my first love. And like I always said, I ain't the best to do it, but I did a lot of things a lot what happened, so for me, I'm uncontent when I look back on my career. That's one of the things that probably plagued me, is that my career was mostly spotty. And what I mean, I would, obviously when I was coming over, I take a bunch of fights, going back to the 90s, take a bunch, I should say, maybe 5, 6, come back to the US. I had other things, so I would I would train, but I wouldn't be concerned about fighting. Come back again a year, do the same thing, and I just the following year, for a summer, do the same thing, come back. Not really. There were fights, like I said, it was bigger. I think we did an interview before, and I talked about Muay Thai used to be big, or I should say growing in the U.S. But then when I came back, it was after the Ultimate Fighter, it was 2009, I came back. And kind of the similar thing. I didn't really, my career's always been I don't know, I get bored easily or whatever the case is. And so my problem is I would take a bunch of fights in a very short time frame, and then train or fuck off somewhere else, train a little bit, take a bunch of fights there, and fuck off somewhere else, or things like that. And also, I would end up going back to help people out for camps, because I had a lot of friends that they were in MMA, and so they would bring me back. So out of loyalty, which is another problem with my career, is I was loyal to people. Not that I shouldn't have been, but should have been more loyal to maybe my career. But yeah, so I would go back and help them guys train for fights. And so yeah, that's it. The moral of the story is, I ain't never walked around and said I was the best to do it, and anybody tells you I did is fucking lying. You're a fucking idiot. Put that on there too. Funny story, I was fighting in Lumpini the first time I fought in Lumpini. I took it on a day, it was literally the same day notice, which was hilarious, because I had taken a week off because a girlfriend that I was dating at the time would come over to visit me. So just got back to the camp. We ran 10K that morning. We got back, as soon as we got back, the trainer crew drew out, was like, come check the weight. He called PA, the big boss, and next thing you know, we was driving to Lumpini. The funny thing is, I didn't know I was fighting to Lumpini until I was in the car, and I was like oh shit, this is a bad fucking idea. But it worked out. We got there, it was my dream to fight in the original Lumpini, but yeah, the whole time in the car ride, it was hilarious. The girls, which you could see I was scared shitless, but I'm trying to play it off and pretend like I'm cool, but that shit ain't work. But thank God I won the fight, because there was a lot of slack. One of the things that I consider my gym, obviously, too, one, Sit One Chai, because everything they did for me, being this, they got me in the Lumpini, which was a dream since I came over in 98. The other one is Simpson's gym in Holland, which is Ryan Simpson. And he took me in a little later in my career, but he took me in to his gym and trained. And I tell you what, there's a thing called getting Simpsonized. That is the realest shit you will ever experience in your life. There's times in training where, I think it's the only time, and I'm used to hard training, but I've never had nothing like that. And there was times where I would go back in my room and I was like, you know what? I don't need this shit. Fuck all this shit. I can go home. I got a degree. Go get a fucking job. I don't need this shit. I go train. The training was unbelievable. And because Ryan also fought in Thailand, he actually understands how to blend the Dutch kickboxing with the Muay Thai. He actually trains you for your, he always says, I'm not trying to change you, I'm just trying to take a little bit of what I do, my style, and put it into what you already do. And he does that for all his guys. You just see, all the guys that go through, they all fight a little bit different. But one of the things is, they all crack. I got knocked out, dropped a couple times for a training camp. The training, the running, there was funny thought about this guy, Tony, I don't know if he's still there, he was a strength and conditioning coach. He was hilarious. He would follow me on a scooter, and every time I'd be like this, I can't keep up. Like, hey man, fuck off, man. If you die, man, it's not my problem. Fuck off, I don't care. You fuck. I'm like, fuck you, I don't want to do this no more. It's like, fuck off, man, you're gonna die. You're gonna finish. I don't know if that was a good Dutch accent, but what, he was just hilarious. But yeah, the same thing, funny story where I was training. And so what you have to do is, you'll take the class. Then after the class is over, Ryan makes sure it's a bunch of people there. And it's like black hell. You got a bunch of Surinamese and Moroccans there. And you know, Dutch guy. And what they're doing is you got to spar everybody for like 2 minutes. After you've done an hour and maybe 10-minute class, then you got to spar everybody. And I remember I was getting lit the fuck up. You're talking about A class, B class, some high level guys. Funny thing was, I'm like getting lit the fuck up. And Ryan's like, hey man. And it's like the coolest voice you've ever heard. Like it was just kind of like, hey, you gotta hit back, bro. I'm like, I'm trying, they're fucking me up. It's like this, punch him, man, you gotta hit back. I was like, that's easy for you to say, Ryan. I just ain't as gifted as you. But no, when I got there, finished there, like, it is by far the hardest training I have ever experienced, because it pushes you to the limit of wanting to break, and they get you to that point. Ryan wants they smart. They get you to that point where you want to break, you want to give up, and then they build you back up. But it's hell surviving. But I love it. All right, Muay Thai in America. It's a lot of talent in America, and like I said, like, you know, I don't know, some people give a fuck about me, some people don't know who the fuck I am, others, you know, whatever. But sometimes it's a misconception about like, oh, I'm, you know, I rag on Muay Thai in America, where that's not the case, because everyone got to understand, wherever I go in the world, whether I'm living in Holland or I'm living in Thailand, I still carry an American fucking passport. When my flag is put up, it's still an American flag, so I'm representing America. And there's a lot of talent on the scene, but I think what the problem is the promoters. The promoters fuck it up for everybody else, because I don't think they're really truly like as passionate. Don't get me wrong, everybody don't hit the panic button and start freaking the fuck out. Not all promoters, but a lot of them are. And I've always said, for America Muay Thai to really grow, what needs to happen is you got to get an investor or somewhere in shows where you got to take the power out of the gym owner's hands, meaning that where you like, oh, well, you can sell tickets. It's not the job for fighters to sell tickets. Their job is to fight and put on the show. That's why it's called promoter. You promote the show, so you should promote the fighters you have on there. Let their abilities be the promotion. But a lot of times, so you say, oh, you got to sell this many tickets. So what happens is gyms will have a huge following, have the ability to you know, rile up, you know, all the troops, and you know, a guy can sell 300 tickets plus, and then next thing you know, this guy's fighting for a title against, you know, the one-legged homeless man, and you know, he got himself a word in the corner to the world title, you know, because he had the gym had ability, you know, had enough troops in there to rally him up and get tickets to be sold. Where you get a lot of these guys from smaller gyms that don't have that same ability. And I know a couple coming from the East Coast, because when I come up on the East Coast, you know, we didn't have that same hoopla like the California and everything. We had a lot of skill and things like that. Actually, the gym I started, we had another, and I want to say this too, I know this, we're still on the topic. One of the hardest hitters I've ever been around ever in the world, wherever I've gone, is this kid named Sean Yarborough. We started together in Virginia Beach. I mean, if you ever seen him and met him, he had hands like bed paws. I used to be in with the time and spar, and I actually started a little bit before him. I had like, I think 2 or 3 fights before he came in there. But he is, in my opinion, one of the best and hardest hitters, period, in America that I've ever faced, you know, training or fighting next to Joseph Altolini. Joseph Altolini is #1, Sean is without a doubt #2, and I've been all over the world. And that's my homie. I love that guy, Sean. That's my boy, that's my bro. Don't cut that shit off too, man. That's my fucking friend. Yo, I'm serious, man. Him and Kevin Ross, I love them guys, man.